Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for May 23rd, 2026. We've got a full random Saturday Kingdom, and we've got Sailor and Develop for Trashing. We've got Longship as the only plus actions. That's awkward. Draw from Tragic Hero, potentially Tactician. I don't know if that's realistic. Demand is effectively draw as well. If you want the card anyway. Sailor Tactician. Yeah, okay. There's some potential there. So for Tactician to be real draw. Longship is also draw. And then for gains, we've got +5 from Stockpile, +5 from Tactician, +5 from Tragic Hero. Conquest can gain silver, Soothsayer can gain golds. Develop net gains cards. Pirate gains treasures. So there's a lot of gains. I don't love the Barbarian is here. Do not like trashing attacks in general, but well, it seems pretty clear that we're going to want to start with Sailor Stockpile, which actually presents some opportunity to. Well, okay. Well, no, wait, yeah. So, yeah, there's some possibility that we'll get to do the tactician thing like immediately, more or less, if we want to. All right, what do we want on 3 here? I mean, we could just take another stockpile. We could take a develop. What is develop going to do that's useful? I don't know. I don't know that it is particularly. Like developing estates is fine, I guess. Like you can get stockpiles out of it, but maybe just taking another stockpile is better, honestly. Like, obviously, we don't get the stockpile back, but if we do something like buy Tactician next turn anyway, we wouldn't get the stockpile back next turn either, so at least we still have one in the deck. Yeah. Okay, well, never mind. Hmm. Well, we could demand another sailor. I'd like sailors to be split up. Hmm. Just having the sailor bottom deck is really unfortunate to begin with. Um, we could take a long ship. I think I'll just demand the sailor. I think we're gonna. We could take a changeling and use that to get another sailor. That's interesting. The changeling doesn't get top decked though. Yeah, never mind. Okay, here we go. My question is, do we do the tactician thing? We could also just take a long ship. Hmm. Problem with the tacticians is they're going to be kind of dead cards in the deck. So we want to be judicious about when we're adding them. We could also demand a sailor and make sure we've got sailor thing going every turn, and then not play it, and then next turn we do that. Although we're not going to have plus buy next turn because we. That is a good reason to take a tactician now, isn't it? Yeah. Or just demand a stockpile, I guess, but. Awkward. The other thing I could do is not play this sailor. But if we don't take the tactician, we're not going to be able to play this next turn either. We take the long ship. Draw all 7 of these cards. We'll have a bunch of money. Probably should take the tactician so that we get the plus buy, huh? But if we take the tactician, we're going to draw 10 cards. So 7 and then 3 of these 4. So there's a very good chance we can play the other sailor next turn. Okay, I think then I'm going to do it that way. Okay. Now we go. We do. We could do tactician again. We would also go like stockpile longship. Hmm. There is a decent amount of virtual money on this board to use to play with tactician, but it doesn't necessarily make sense to try to transition into that before like the stockpiles run, essentially, before we trash some more. Hold on. If you do this, discard from exile, you can exchange for changeling. That's good to know. So stockpiles can be prevented from running. Hmm. I think I want to get the long ship. Like long. Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm really not sure about longship versus tactician here, but oof. Well, that's not great. Okay, well, uh, hmm, how do we feel about like double demand sailor and then stockpile? Or does it make more sense to demand a stockpile and then get another sailor? Maybe it does. Yeah, okay. I don't really want to switch the tactician. Um, I probably demand stockpile here and just deny the bot any more stockpiles. What value do we get out of playing this stockpile? Not a lot. I think I'll save it. We just get another sailor. I would really like to consistently be able to play sailors, you know? Um, I don't know if I have to worry if you're worried about piles at all. I'm gonna need to play with Barbarian, I think. Um, but I want to make sure that I have sailors going every turn. So I think for now, I want to demand one and save the stockpile again. It could be, I mean, we could play it and buy Sailor Barbarian. We just resolved 3 sailors. Four, it's 4 sailors. I have one more down there. Not good enough. Maybe it was good enough. Okay. You have that tactician on top. This might be a good turn to get another one, though. We've as much as 11 coins. Go like demand sailor tactician. I guess. Provinces. All right. Well, we're pretty much drawing deck now. We could just go with 6 coins here and start in on the barbarians. I don't know when we ever play this stockpile, but or I guess maybe we don't play the long ship this turn. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards to draw through, and the tactician would make us draw 10. I mean, it would be nice to get that last sailor, but I guess we want that next turn anyway. Yeah, let's just get the barbarian. Uh, if we ever, I guess we can always play the stockpiles and then discard that, like have three tacticians in the deck and have the third tactician be the thing that we discard to tactician. So good trash the copper. I think that's fine. Do we actually play the long ship? That's the other question. I mean, if we want to play more barbarians, we need to have play a long ship next turn, but we don't. Like maybe that's a good hit. All right, for 10, we could go Sailor Barbarian. I think that looks good. Or demand Sailor Barbarian, keep a horse around. Or should we take a changeling? We should probably take a changeling. What did we not draw here? Stockpile. That's fine. I didn't do the math and realize I was going to be short on draw, but so. And now we've got the long ship. Um. Oh wow. Oh, changeling. Okay. No more changelings. I didn't register that. Um. There's some anti-synergy there. But this could be the turn that we get the other tactician. Although then we're not playing both stockpiles, which is a little awkward. Okay. I guess we'll wait on that. What are we getting for 12? Hard to use those other two coins. We want another long ship for next turn. We want um it could just be that. At some point we are gonna have to green, but and we do have to watch out for the bot piling the duchies as well. Okay, this could be a good turn to. Oh, oh, we needed to gain more actions. Oh, well, that doubly makes this a good turn to get another tactician. Okay. Well, that's still gonna cause us to discard the changeling. Ah, okay. Uh, let's just trash it, I guess. Damn it. I really wasn't thinking with that one, huh? Okay, we're making progress. Taking these two stockpiles out of the deck is going to mean we can draw two more cards. Plus, we trash the changeling, so that means we can actually draw three more cards. Um, we're going to add a tactician effectively. That's one of them. We need another long ship. to play the barbarians. And the tactician. Now we need another long ship to play another barbarian. We have enough to do all that. Or we should. Oh, you know what the problem is going to be is the buys. We might actually need to get a tragic hero instead. Uh, that'll get us to 3 buys, and then we start greening. Seems correct. Is that last card another long ship? Should be, right? Yeah. This time we only have 14 coins, so we didn't play those stockpiles. Okay. We just put 3 long ships into play. Ooh, we kind of need 2 more long ships, though. I wonder if we can buy Conquest and then not, like, and then just trash the silvers. Not this turn, we can't. Not if we are getting 2 long ships. Starting next turn. We can also trash the Tactician. Not now, but later. Um, how much did we overdraw by? It's like 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So unfortunately, double conquest is a little too expensive. Hmm. It'd be really nice if we could play one more barbarian. If we were okay with just double provincing, we could, but or I should say it's not that it's too expensive, it's that um, it would be nice to go silver double conquest. I mean, I guess we could be playing with one more barbarian if we were only going to buy double conquest. Then we'd have 16 coins and only 2 buys. Yeah, it's all a little awkward. On our last turn, we can leave the silvers in our deck. I guess for now, we do that. It's worth the same as a province. Oh man. All right, we should trash the expert tactician. We'd rather keep a silver in the deck than the tactician. But also we should trash the silvers. I don't know if this is actually going to work out. I mean, the bot's deck should be getting pretty bad at this point, but I don't know if it's bad enough. The bot still has a lot of gold in its deck. We did trash the pirate. It's not going to gain any more. It would be nice as if we had more, like, had gotten all 10 sailors. Curses are getting low. Well, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have drawn that silver. Wasn't really thinking about that. I mean, the bot just played its tragic hero. It doesn't have any other source of plus buys, so it's not going to be able to gain curses very quickly. We're now at the point that if the bot doesn't add points, we can win on double province next turn. We also put 8 money into our deck, so we could get double province duchy or something like that. Oh shit! Well, never mind on that. Guess we got to keep trashing these silvers. Took a weirdly long time to decide. We just gained 6 points. We would have, yeah. There's no way, we would win. Both. They got a duchy, so now province duchy gets us to within 2. Province double duchy wins. We can do province double duchy. Right? 18? We certainly have that. Yeah. You just really don't want to be wrong about it because obviously if we were to like not trash and then it turned out we needed to trash, that would be really bad. Oh god. Okay, well fortunately we can't. Well, I guess it wouldn't matter if pile's emptied at this point. Oh, okay. Well that helps. Bottom decked a long ship. I did, that was actually bad. I hadn't even considered that possibility. The way that Changeling works with this app is so annoying. Like, to decline it every single time, and like in situations where it's just like obvious that I don't want to exchange for Changeling. Like, there's no interaction on this board with any card except Stockpile, where you would buy the more expensive card and then exchange it for changeling. Like I guess maybe with demand, like I guess would be the other case. Certainly with conquest, but like if I'm buying a duchy, there's no reason I would buy a duchy and then exchange it for changeling. Like that doesn't do anything. So they're yeah, they need to do something about that. It's really annoying. Anyway, well that was close. I don't know whether um my approach was good or not. I do think contesting the stockpiles was good for like keeping trying to keep the bot in check. I think it would have been good to get the barbarian stuff going even sooner. I mean, I don't like barbarian, but I guess it is definitely more tolerable when being subjected to it. Um, there's maybe an argument also for playing with Soothsayer, but honestly, like we gave out 8 curses. Obviously, some of them got milled. 3 of them in the trash, but like that's the curses actually did 5 point and -5 from curses actually did make a difference. I didn't have the gains to do to get to 37 points, so that really mattered. Um, but yeah, mostly I don't think. Uh, yeah, I didn't want to draw a bot a card when barbarian can give out curses anyway. But yeah, it would have. Um, like I said, it would have been better to be able to get like a little bit more money. I don't really know how I would have done that. I mean, I could have obviously added like another longship and another barbarian, but it was getting to the point where the piles were low. I didn't have that much time. Like I don't know. Maybe there were better early draws. Maybe that first longship I got was just a bad idea, and I should have gone ahead and taken the tactician. I'm not really sure. Like I wouldn't be surprised if there was a way to build this deck more efficiently. Maybe getting a tragic hero earlier. I mean, with Sailor, it should be fairly easy to keep it and not trash it. I mean, trashing it while the stockpile is left wouldn't be the end of the world either. But yeah, just being able to do like even have one more coin. Although, where would you get one more coin when you're playing a tactician deck? Right? There's nothing that gives you an odd number of coins, but just having one more coin for like silver double conquest. I mean, granted, we would have had trouble trashing enough at that point because we only have the 4 sailors. But silver double conquest would get you um, an extra 2 points uh, per turn. So you go from 6 to 8 points. That's a pretty big difference. Um, yeah. Well, anyway, so I could believe that some rushier deck is better here. Maybe the bot should have played with more pirates, like so that it had to make its deck more resilient to barbarian. Maybe it should have played with Soothsayer. That would actually, yeah. Why didn't the bot play with Soothsayer? Now that I think about it, like if it's going to do what it was doing, like I think Soothsayer would fit very well into that deck. If you combined the Soothsayers and the Pirates, like that would be pretty good too. Hmm. I It would be a much less fun deck for me to play, but I am actually pretty curious about that. I wonder. Let's let's try that line and see how it does. Do we still open with Sailor? Sailor does have some synergy with Pirate. Um, Certainly trashing estates is good. If the bot plays with Barbarian, then getting thin is less valuable. Although not having stuff that gets turned into curses is good. Yeah, I think we still play with Sailor. What is it with me checking the Sailor? Um, so if we We want to play with Soothsayer. We maybe want to get that now, but on the other hand, we don't have pirates yet. Uh, we could just demand another stockpile. Hmm. Really, what you want is to hit 4 turn 3 and be able to get another sailor. So you can have the two of them. Although it's not like this deck is aiming to be controlled or anything, so maybe that doesn't even matter. Hmm. Yeah, it could easily just be demand stockpile, and that way we can play sailor and get pirate or something. Do we even play this horse? We have the 5 for the pirate. Hmm. I think we do. Well, that wasn't ideal. Drawing some estates better. Hmm. Now I'm wondering about demanding a sailor and getting the pirate next turn. That way we at least do have the 2 sailors. Yeah. I didn't think about the fact that that would make me less likely to see an estate to trash, but I did. We could demand stockpile, but I think I'll just go ahead and take the pirate. We could exchange this for a changeling. Because I don't know if the bot isn't going to play the. No, I think we don't. I think emptying the stockpiles this turn is to our benefit. Okay, so 12. We get another pirate and play it. Or do we get another sailor? Hmm. I wasn't planning to, but just because of how the numbers work out. Like we could demand stockpile, but that leaves 2 coins unspent. The advantage of demanding stockpile is that we know we have plus buy on top to combine with the pirate gain. Yeah, maybe that is better. Double conquest. Okay. Well, that's interesting. All right, now 12 is one short of Soothsayer Province, annoyingly. Um, we could go Soothsayer Pirate, I guess. Wait, if you were gonna go do double conquest, well, maybe they needed that to get. No, they didn't need to get that to 12. No, they did. Okay, okay, okay. We could also do double conquest, I guess. Um, but I think I'm just gonna do. I mean, I wanted to try the soothsayer line anyway. Hmm. I don't know that it's worth playing this stockpile or buying anything. I'm really excited to add silver to my deck if I'm not buying conquest. This, on the other hand, looks pretty good. Two pirates. Nine. Actually, we still only get one province. We just not play the stockpiles again. I guess we could also play them to get another pirate into play. We could also take two silvers and then double conquest. Hmm. Hmm. That is a good amount of points. It's too bad we have to spend both stockpiles to do it, but I don't think it makes sense to be taking any changelings because we're not going to have we're not going to get enough value out of it. All right, now we can trash a copper. Just take a golden province. Hmm. Bit of an unfortunate hand. I guess we take another pirate. And this should be another double conquest, I would think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We can certainly trash a copper. And here we cannot trash copper. So we won't. Uh-oh. I guess we're demanding a silver? Well, okay, that didn't work out. Hmm. Okay, my conclusion is that the soothsayer is bad. Let's try this one more time. Ignore soothsayer. Maybe we just focus on the conquest stuff. The problem is that we do run out of buys eventually, but maybe. I mean, maybe we play with Tragic Hero. Maybe we play with. Probably not Tactician, but get the second Sailor. That's nice. I bottom deck it every time. What the fuck? All right. I think it's demand stockpile. Same reasons as last time. Once again, we have this choice to make. I'm gonna say don't play the horse this time. Okay, what are we doing now? We could just take all the stockpiles. Could demand one of them too. Oh, the tactician. I think we go ahead and grab another pirate here. Maybe the bot is going to build here. Okay, so are we conquesting 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Mm, hmm. I think then the answer is no. Um, could still do double conquest, but I think I'm going to do is just demand a sailor. If the goal is to do this conquest stuff, I think we want a bunch of sailors to be able to use to play pirates. Also, maybe, well, could also use Tragic Hero. Mm, sailor. This could be sailor pirate. Sure. So 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 16. Yeah, I think we trash both of these. Well, we could trash one and go silver double conquest. Hmm. Although that's spending a stockpile on. We could also just trash one and keep a stockpile. Maybe that makes more sense. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I must have miscounted. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I must have miscounted. Okay. Just trash both. Gain a silver. Very curious to see what the bot is actually doing with all this. We could single conquest here. Save the horse. Single conquest isn't very impressive, though. I'm gonna take a gold. Okay. Well, you have 4 stockpiles in exile. I think I have the other 2 down there. I'm not totally sure about that. I think we go ahead and province, and then we wait until we have less than province to add like a plus buy card or something. They are doing the buy the tactician every turn thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hmm. Yeah, we could just take a gold here, and this could be the turn where we add like Magic Hero. I don't know. I feel like I'm not finding the right balance here. We got the double conquest. Any additional gains? All right. We don't have any sailors in play. Hmm. I think we just take a gold, take a province. Well, I guess this is conquest. I mean, it could be Dutchy. I guess it probably is Dutchy, actually. Okay. Yeah. This I think my conclusion is I don't know how to pilot the money deck. I was able to pilot the build. I think the build probably could have been a little bit better, but I was able to pilot it more or less. The money deck I just don't know how to play, I think. And I don't know how to find the balance. Like maybe I'm supposed to be taking Tragic Heroes earlier. Maybe I'm just supposed to go all in on Conquest immediately. I'm really not. And then start provincing once I'm out of plus buy and not bother with Tragic Hero. I'm really not sure. Uh yeah. But oh well, whatever. In any case, at least I won the first attempt. That's the important thing. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next one.